Hello guys, my name is Mario and I'm responsible for mDrive here at BMW M. Let's take a quick look at my function mDrive. First of all, I want to start with the subsystems of the new BMW M3 M4. As we all know, in the predecessor we had certain hard keys in the center console which allowed the customer to adjust the subsystems engine, damping and steering. Now we got a separate button called Setup. Once the customer activates the Setup button, the Setup pop-up gets opened in the central information display. This pop-up shows all available subsystems for the customer except the hard keys already available in the car. So therefore there is no subsystem for sound, MSA or DSC. Within the Setup page you have the chance to adjust all subsystems either by touch or the central iDrive controller. Which is important here, all subsystems get activated and changed live. So all changes you make are done immediately. On Setup page you have the option to adjust subsystem by subsystem. If you want to take control of the whole range of our subsystems, there are the M1 and M2 button on our steering wheel. The M1 button can be adjusted in the M-specific menu Configure M1. This one is to be found in the car functions M-menu Configure M1. This table shows all available subsystems the car has to offer. You can adjust them like ever you want, and later you can activate it by just pressing the M1 button. You can see the functions availability status with this symbol. As you can see, all subsystems changed its status at once. Whenever you press the M1 button while the configuration is already active, it takes you back to the default settings, which are comfortable and efficient. In case you have found your new favorite configuration, which isn't already saved on the M1 M2 button, you have the chance to perform a long press. This long press takes 3 seconds and saves all the adjustments on the M1 key. Takes 3 seconds, and after that the acoustic signal gets played. This also works for M2, obviously. With the all-new BMW M3 and M4 you have the chance to activate a 10-stage traction controller. In order to do so, you first have to deactivate DSC. That's done by turning it to DSC off, and after that it is possible to adjust the slider. In order to activate this configuration, a double press on the M2 button has to be performed. This ensures that the driver is informed that the stability control is going to be deactivated. The second big feature in mDrive are the M modes. You have the chance to select between 3 different M modes if you have the additional extra mDrive Professional. You can pick between Road, Sport and Track. Road is the basic M mode. In this M mode, all driving assistance systems are available and the safety systems are active. In instrument cluster, you have 2 different gauges, one for the current speed and one for the engine's RPM. The middle section is reserved for displaying the driving systems and the navigation system. The head-up display shows additionally the current speed and the navigation system. The second M mode is the Sport mode. It can be activated by pressing the M mode button once. Inside the central information display, a pop-up shows you the activation of Sport. M mode Sport focuses on self-driving, meaning all active driving assistance systems are getting deactivated. All safety systems are changing to individual. The instrument cluster changes to a more sporty style with a widget area on the left and the right side. The RPM meter is synchronized and in the middle. The head-up display gets a RPM meter and the current gear is being shown. If you want to try to reactivate a driving assistance system in Sport, it changes automatically to Road, since driving assistance systems are only available in Road. As we said before, for the IC view of Sport and Track, we have the possibility to select a widget for the left-hand side. So in order to change that widget, you can go to Menu, Instrument Cluster, Configure View, and choose the view that you want to change, in this case Sport. Once you're in Sport, you can select between M-specific widgets for the left side, in this case tire data, engine data, and G-meter. Our third driving mode is mode Track. Track is only meant to be used on racetracks, because certain safety systems are getting deactivated. In order to activate Track, we need a 3-second long press onto the mode button. After that, an information pop-up in the central information display needs to be confirmed. As you can see, the central information display turns dark, the entertainment system gets muted, and the intelligent safety systems are being deactivated. Furthermore, all driving assistance systems are being deactivated and locked. So if you accidentally press one of those buttons, nothing happens. The instrument cluster turns back to the known look of Sport. So you once again have the display area for 2 widgets on the left and the right side, and the synchronized RPM meter in the middle. The head-up display gets the RPM meter as well and the display of the current gear. It's important that Track is only activated on racetracks, since certain safety systems are deactivated as well. For example, rear end collision warning and hazard warning. Those systems cannot be deactivated manually, only with Track. In order to leave Track again, one press on the mode button is enough and you get back to road.